Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP, the voice of rural America, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We come to you every morning at 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 here. Good morning from the office. At 10 a.m., we have the Katie Sassine show, so you want to stay tuned for that. At 8:30 this morning, will be Carla's Corner. You don't want to miss Carla's Corner. We talk about everything going on around Gilmer County and the North Georgia area as far as activities happening, and we follow up on things happening at the Gilmer Chamber. So that's Carla's Corner at 8:30. I'm your host, BKP. Trump is obviously the media incompetent. I mean, obviously, he's not able to serve. He cannot serve, okay? The Stop Trump has never ended, all right? They want to tell you he's not competent. Hillary Clinton, the resistance, onward together. Trump is unstable, as that's what they want you this morning. The Washington Post story yesterday. Trump is unstable. We have this madman in the White House with the launch codes, the nuclear launch codes. He was in the Oval Office yucking it up with Slavov, Rex Tillerson's counterpart as Secretary of State, the Russian Secretary, Slavov, and Kislyak. Kislyak is the Russian ambassador here in the United States. They were joking around with our country's security yesterday. Could you show me that picture of Slavov, I think is in Kislyak, Trump in the office there? According to the Washington Post and Minka Brzezinski and all the left media, as every last one of them, the other day when Trump was meeting with these guys in the White House, they were in there just yucking it up. Trump was giving away the codes, the national security codes to everything we have. I mean, this is what you would be led to believe, that Trump detailed where ISIS locations. I mean, you would think just they walked out with a. They walked out. There's Slavov. It's the best I can do, folks. Sergey. We'll go with Sergey and Kislyak and Trump. And I mean, they're just high-fiving, slapping each other on the back. And according to the Washington Post, you would think that Trump just handed them the nuclear codes. Hey, get these guys that other box of national security secrets we have in the back. You know, the ones we said we would only let the Russians see. Oh, really? McMaster, H.R. McMaster, the National Security Advisor, NSA, head of NSA, was in the room. He came out yesterday. Sam, get that video ready. Let me know when it's up. And he made a statement, just 54 seconds. He was in the room. And it's just point blank. Either these people come out and they just look at these cameras and lie. We're good? Yeah, play this one right here. Play this for us. And
came out tonight, as reported, is false. The president and the foreign minister reviewed a range of common threats to our two countries, including threats to civil aviation. At no time were intelligence sources or methods discussed. And the president did not disclose any military operations that were not already publicly known. Two other senior officials who were present, including the Secretary of State, remember the meeting the same way and have said so. Their on-the-record accounts should outweigh those of anonymous sources. And I was in the room. It didn't happen. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
I was in the room, it didn't happen. He must have taken the loyalty pledge. Remember the one Comey wouldn't take, according to the fake news, the New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, all of them. Joe and Minka in the morning Joe. Maybe McMaster's took the loyalty pledge. Maybe Rex Tillerson took that loyalty oath that Trump asked for you to take to be a part of his inner circle. That's a joke here. Really, it did not happen at no time. No military strategy, nothing. Now, this guy is a general. Is he a 4-star or a 3-star? He might be a 3-star. I think he's a 3-star. I'm not for sure. No disrespect, sir. But I think this guy's a 3-star general. Maybe a 4, maybe a 4. So I'm for sure he wouldn't understand sitting in a room if classified military or strategic information was discussed. I'm for sure he would not understand it quite as well as a Washington Post reporter. I would think that McMaster would not understand his surroundings as well as an unnamed source in the Washington Post. I could see where Rex Tillerson, Rex Tillerson was pumping gas here last year, right? He working at Exxon. He had the little white hat on. He ran out to the car and said, "Can I check your oil and the tire pressure?" I mean, that's the way they want to make this whole administration look. Rex Tillerson was only running this little thing like Exxon, so he had no stars on his shoulder. He may not have understood what was really taking place. I'm being very facetious right now. But McMaster, of all guys, where's that? They're a bunch of damn liars. That's what this media is. You got my picture? Yeah, that's what the media, I'm telling you, you want me to believe, okay? You want me to believe, just leave that there for a minute. You want me to believe that McMaster came out in front of that camera 54 seconds because he didn't take the little media geeks questions, the little media geeks that surround those microphones questions, because he didn't take them, and he just came out and directly said, "It did not happen. I was in the room." We're going to go with, here's what we're going to go with if we're CNN, and Fox did the best side of this story as far as trying to highlight all angles. I'll give them credit on that. But CNN, NBC, ABC, CBS, all of the rest of them, Washington Post, which broke this story, New York Times, they're just lying to you folks. On a daily basis, they're lying to you. Bottom line, McMaster said this did not happen. Now, Judge Napolitano, put him up there. I think I got Judge Napolitano on Fox. And he clears it up. He says this morning, we're talking about, we got a picture of Sergey there and Trump, and there's Napolitano, Judge Napolitano, classified controversy. Yesterday, all the headlines were crisis. Comey was controversy, crisis. Is there a daily headline that they don't have about a White House in chaos, spinning out of control, controversy, crisis? So the classified controversy, Judge Napolitano says, nothing here to see. The President of the United States has the authority to declassify anything if it happened. He has the authority to declassify anything during a discussion if he wishes to do that. He could declassify something and he could talk about it right there in front of Kislyak and Sergey. So Napolitano right there. What else do I have there on the give me Coker, Bob Coker, right? Give me Bob Coker number 1, the first one. Bob Coker is the chairman. They always go get him a Republican. Sam, I hate to do this, but you're going to read that for me? Okay. Now wait a minute before you do. This is Bob Coker. He's the chairman of Foreign Affairs Committee, Republican from Tennessee. They always go get him a Republican. It's not hard to find a guy like Coker. Okay, could you read that for me?
Obviously, they're in a downward spiral right now and have got to figure out a way to come to grips with what all is with all that is happening.
Obviously, they're in a downward spiral. Go ahead and read number 2. Put number 2 up to.
The chaos that is being created by the lack of discipline is creating an environment. It creates a worrisome environment.
The chaos, leave that there. Downwards, huh?
A worrisome environment.
Oh, it's worrisome. It's the chaos. There's a downward spiral. You know, I have to tell you, they're telling me, they're wanting to paint you a picture that Trump is going crazy. I swear to God, all right? They want to paint the picture that Trump is going crazy. It's getting worrisome, okay? Trump can't remember things. I mean, he goes to this interview and an hour later he goes over here and he's having problems remembering anything. He's giving classified information to our enemies. It's almost time, folks, it's almost time to deem him unfit to hold office. I mean, that's the direction they want to go. He's going crazy. It's worrisome. His inner circle says he doesn't remember things. This is the guy that has the launch codes. This is the guy that said Hillary Clinton could not have classified information. These are some of the things right here. And what do we do? I mean, according to the media, they want to lead you to believe that there's circles of Republicans all around the halls of Congress whispering, how do we get this guy out? You know, if Trump is so crazy and he's lost his mind, how in the hell did he give that 33-minute speech? How did he do that at Liberty University? How did he do that? How did he give that 30-minute speech to Liberty University? And is he so crazy he can't read a teleprompter? He can't stay focused for 30 minutes? Yesterday, how is he doing these other things? Put the picture up of pays tribute to fallen police officers. The latest, Trump pays tribute to fallen police officers. Okay? That's okay. Can you, just when you can get it up there. The latest on President Trump's remarks to law enforcement personnel. President Donald Trump is paying tribute to the brave souls who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. Trump spoke outside the U.S. Capitol Monday, just yesterday. He spoke outside the U.S. Capitol Monday at the 36th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. So there's President Trump. And if he has lost his mind and he can't remember what he's doing next, that's him just yesterday. I mean, they must have let him out of the home. Trump spoke outside the U.S. Capitol Monday at the 36th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service. He says attacks on police are a stain on the fabric of our society. He added that it's time to work with our cops, not against them. Trump, not against them. Trump says it is his duty as president to keep America safe from crimes, safe from terrorism, and safe from all enemies, foreign and domestic. You see, the reason this story is not on the front page of the Washington Post, the reason this story is not on the front page of the New York Times is because he's honoring, at the 36th Annual National Peace Officers Memorial Service, he's honoring law enforcement. Well, Barack Obama has done stuff like that. No. Trump is thoroughly honoring law enforcement yesterday. He does not take any time, okay, during his remarks to highlight, police brutality, to highlight, well, we have officers, but we have Black Lives Matter, and we need to hear all voices in America, okay? He didn't take 5 minutes to tell people that we needed to hear all voices in America, and although we respect our police officers, they must know that their duty is, not to beat the hell out of a guy selling cigarettes one at a time on the corner or choke him to death. Because, see, that would have gotten Trump on the front page. That would have gotten yesterday's remarks to these officers on the front page. But because the President of the United States made remarks and said MS-13 will be a thing of the past, and he's going to allow the men and women in law enforcement to go after them, because he said he would uphold law enforcement officers and attacks on our police were a stain on the fabric of our society. You see, just last weekend, he said we did not worship government, we worshiped God. That cannot make the front page. Then he goes just 2 days later on a Monday, it says attacks on our police are a stain on the fabric of society. So we can understand here somewhat the direction they're going in, because the media, you got that Washington Post, fake Washington Post story with unnamed sources, okay? Unnamed sources again. And all I know is McMaster had to come right out to the podium and just lie. I mean, I do not know why these people continue to offer up their career, their lifelong career, for this guy as President of the United States, Trump, and come out and lie to the American people. Folks, he is the President of the United States, and the number one thing in this Washington Post is, period, his handling of classified information. Every day, almost every newsroom in America is looking for the "we got him now." We got him now. There's some little geek running down the hall screaming, "We got him now." Somewhere in America, some little weird journalist, wacky journalist for one of these fake media outlets is running down the hall saying, "We got him now. We have him cornered. He'll not get out of this. I swear we can paint him crazy as hell on this one." But on this particular one, they have been wanting to do anything they could to put Russia and classified information in the same narrative, in the same article, and also then be able to say, but wasn't it Donald Trump who said that Hillary Clinton could not be trusted with classified information? Let me tell you what it's all about. It's all about the nuclear codes right now, and Hillary Clinton, they're going to try to scare the daylights out of you that this guy has access to the nuclear codes. It is 8:20. We're going to get ready to go to break in just a minute. Let me look down through here. Yes, at 9 o'clock, we will look in depth at Seth Rich. Just find any picture I put up at Seth, okay? Don't change the segment. Just at 9 o'clock, we are going to, that's Seth Rich. Remember how long we, among other media outlets, said, who killed Seth? Okay? Who killed Seth? Don't have, we'll just hold that one until I get to it.
I do have another.
Huh?
I do have another picture if you want it.
Yeah, let me have the other one of him. Who killed Seth Rich? We've asked that question. A lot of you in the media have asked that question, but let me tell you who did not ask that question. MSNBC never brought it up in the first hour from 6 to 7. I watched that entire hour, it never brought it up, but Fox did, okay? I have to say, at least Fox brought it up. On Hillary Clinton, Forward Together.
Yes.
Let me see that.
Onward together?
Yeah. Onward Together. Hillary came out, and this is her new political action group, okay? This is Hillary's new political action group, Onward Together, okay? She's part of the resistance. Every single day, the media gets their talking points from these people here, the John Podestas of the world, the Hillary Clintons of the world, the George Soros of the world, MSNBC, they all get that on a daily basis. It's 8:22, and McMaster, what video do I have of Trump here? Trump, I want to go out.
You have 2 or 3.
Which one do I have?
You have Donald Trump tells the crowd he agrees with lock her up chants. You have Clinton and Trump debate nuclear weapons. And that's all.
That's it?
You have a presidential debate classified emails, but that's Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
What is that one?
Presidential debate classified emails, Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump.
Why wouldn't I want that one?
I didn't know if you wanted now.
Why would you make that decision for me? You don't want that one. I just asked which ones. Play the locker up before we go to break. So it's what it's all about, folks.
Right.
Yes.
How do you lie to the FBI and, I mean, the answer is she lied. How do you lie to the FBI and now you're running for president? Seriously, how do you lie to the FBI and now you're running for president? How does that happen? Right? You know what? I've been saying, let's just beat her on November 8th. But you know what? No. You know what? I'm starting to agree with you, I'll tell you. Tired of saying it.
Folks, we're going to just, that's what it's all about. We're going to break it down. That's what it's all about. How do you lie to the FBI and still run for president? And they say that Trump changed their statement. No, he didn't. He knew back then, that day on the podium, when Donald Trump was on the podium, that day, as a candidate Trump, he knew if Hillary Clinton, if he was elected president of the United States, James Comey would get fired. Trump is known for a long time, if elected president of the United States, Comey would be fired. All right? He's known it for a long time. Let me tell you what he also said. He also said he would appoint a special prosecutor for Hillary Clinton. See, that's where it's coming in. The Democrats and the liberal media want to beat him to his own game. They want to get the special prosecutor on him before he can on her. And he got rid of the FBI, Comey. He got rid of Comey, all right? Trump's well on his way. This is what it's about, folks. Better pay attention. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show, the voice of rural America. We're going to be, after these messages, it's going to be time for Carla's Corner. And at 9 o'clock, who killed Seth? We're going to look into that closer at 9 o'clock. Is our guest here?
Yes.
Okay. All right, because usually there's no telling with her. All right.
Go to
Go to break. That's what I've been told. We'll be